Apparently, Michelle made comments about Molly Golightly's ring being fake or cluster diamonds making up her big diamond. And as soon as Molly started talking about it,
because she's delusional. She literally did the same argument with someone and was insulting their ring, and they flexed.
Why would you? I've had this for 20 years.
Right? Jeez.
Oh, Amber, be jealous? Definitely 1 million.
Well, a lot of these people aren't likable enough for individuals
She
to
can't
like
do
them.
anything.
Yeah.
She can't do anything. That's why Amber talks about you and I. Is because if she talks about herself, no one will stick around and listen. That's why she's talking about us.
It's not easy to be a personality and be likable. You got to have a certain amount of like charm or charisma or
yeah, like Autumn, you like Mitten Mama? Get to know her.
I don't know her. I just know her from chatting and chats. But fair enough.
Oh, you found out, huh? Not cute. It's shocking, huh?
Somebody
Everyone, people in my patient were like, "What?" No.
Hold on.
Look at this mess. Bitch mess.
Get your wedding rings back.
Look at her glasses.
Pausing real quick. Look how happy Michelle looked.
Did you get your wedding rings back, Molly? Molly, did you get your wedding rings back?
Michelle, your audio is perfect, just in case you're wondering.
Molly,
every time she says Molly, like that,
Molly,
this is what it feels like.
Molly.
Lewis, Mom, Mommy, Mama.
I'm speaking. Did you get your wedding rings back, Molly? May I see them? Molly Golightly, Miss Rich, Molly Golightly. Wedding rings back? Can I see them? Do tell. Let's have a competition.
Well, Michelle, we saw
Let's
her.
have a competition on wedding rings, Molly. Molly.
Can I see yours, Michelle? Because she showed hers.
I want to see hers.
She just showed it. She showed a big ass
little
rock.
bitty chips.
That was a giant
little
rock.
bitty chips for her center stone.
Little bitty chips are cluster diamonds or composite diamonds, and Michelle never considers who else she could be offending.
You see this 1.5 carat Tiffany cut diamond? Do you see it? It's perfect. Do you want to take it off so I can show you that it was handmade for me? What did your husband get you? The pregnant special? Knocked up, so my husband had to buy me a ring. Hold on, let me take off my engagement ring.
Should take them both off since he divorced you. It's cringe you use them as a flex anyhow.
Hold on, Molly, here's my engagement ring. It's platinum. And if you look, you can see it's handmade. Do you see the heart? Do you see the diamond set into it? Do you see?
Can I be a fair judge?
See the shine?
She's not hearing a word you're saying right now, Ski.
Be a fair
It's about
judge.
2 seconds to remove your chip nail polish,
Stay perfect.
opposed to having.
Cut diamond. Molly, are you jealous? Molly, are you drooling?
Don't take care of that gangrene on your toe. You're going to be holding that ring with a nub finger because it's going to spread. You already got a suspect-looking wound on your one finger.
That's not a Tiffany diamond. Tiffany.
Tiffany. You want to
I want to make a bet. That is not a Tiffany diamond.
Look at all the hand-laid center stones. That's not a Tiffany diamond. Liar.
$1,000. That is not a Tiffany diamond.
You don't know Tiffany.
I have an account.
Here's my bridal set. Look,
Next.
it's Tiffany too, Molly. Look at the shine. Molly, the glow.
No.
You're saying that's not Tiffany?
It's not.
Are you saying these diamonds that are inlaid are not
Absolutely.
Tiffany diamonds?
Absolutely.
She's saying no. Michelle, did you slice open
They're
your
not Tiffany, like you don't know what that's from a hole in the wall, Molly.
Sure.
Hold on, Michelle.
Molly, let me see your
Hold on, Michelle. Hold on. Get the hell out of here, Michelle. Sorry, Molly. I just wanted to give her a
That
shot.
was. Because, how much was that?
My center stone?
I didn't know. I want to know how much was that ring from Tiffany.
101, Exhibit A. Instead of just saying she doesn't know, she answers by alleging Etienne had the Tiffany's experience. Saying that instead of I don't know suggests she really does know about the place. Therefore, she's definitely not lying during the original argument.
Etienne had the complete Tiffany experience because I'll tell you, we started dating, and 6 months after we started dating, I took a picture of her ring, and I was like, baby, if we ever get married, this is what I want.
Blah. She just wanted to know how much it cost, Michelle.
I don't,
hijack it. Look, now
Someone like you who does insurance, someone that 18,000? No. Tiffany rings don't start with less than that. You should know the price. You do insurance. You're going to tell me you didn't have that thing in praise in 4 seconds?
My ring is insured for $25,000, Molly.
Michelle,
I only have a Takori and mine's worth a lot.
I want to see your ring. Show it, Molly.
Michelle,
Why
her
won't
ring.
Molly show her ring?
She already did his wife, Michelle.
I want to see it. I want to see the little bitty diamonds that make it look like a big diamond.
It's big, Michelle. It's big.
No, it's not.
Sucked on her
Hers is 2
diamond
carats.
to clean it.
It's fake.
Carats.
It's fake.
Carats.
It's fake.
That's really.
She bought that off the shopping
Look, I can put myself backstage if you want to show it, Molly. But you don't have to.
She bought that on the shopping shop. Let me see your ring, Molly.
It starts with the T word.
Molly,
she already showed it. She showed it for like a few minutes. We've already seen it.
Molly, let me see your ring. Let me see your ring, Molly. You don't want to show it now? Are you embarrassed? I'm not.
I'll never be embarrassed in my phone.
Your ring then.
I don't need to show you shit. You can observe my fucking ring.
That's tiny. That's tiny. That's little chips made up to make a big diamond.
Michelle, listen, you understand that you said
I put Molly to bed.
You wish.
You've got little bitty chips.
You wish.
You got little bitty chips in your center stone to make it look bigger.
Little tiny chips. Gotcha.
You do. I've seen your ring so many times.
Well, then why
I
are you
just
asking
wanted
to
to show
see
you
it?
my rock.
Why are you asking to see it then? You're making
You've got little bitty chips in your ring, in your center stone, to make it look big. I just wanted to show you my rock.
Gotcha. I got a husband. You don't.
I divorced him. I like being single. You're miserable being married.
You're miserable.
You're miserable. Your husband
life,
hates
bitch.
you.
You're miserable for life.
Your husband hates you. When are you ever with him?
He left you, and
wait, Molly.
He
I
ran
have a question for you. Don't shout over me.
He was
let's
staring
have
at
a
the
civil
walls,
conversation,
drunk.
Molly.
He was staring at the walls, drunk, and ran.
Let's have a civil conversation, Molly.
And now he's fucking other
Let's
girls.
have a civil conversation,
I'm so
Molly.
thankful to get you out of his.
When has your husband ever taken you to a Christmas party?
It looks like a smushed up potato.
When has your husband ever taken you to a Christmas party?
We can't go into banks.
Because he won't take you because he's embarrassed of you.
No, civilians are not allowed to go into banks. You should know this.
You're a liar. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Go inside of a bank.
Is 20 years retired military, and I can go anywhere on base.
He doesn't work for a bank.
Anywhere I can with him, you fucking liar.
IT doesn't work for a bank.
Boom, you're a liar. You're a liar. Every Christmas party, every banquet I've ever gone to with my husband, I've gone to. He's embarrassed of you. He lied to you, Molly. He's lying to you, Molly. He's embarrassed of your stupid ass.
It's not a civil conversation, Michelle. Stop.
But she's lying.
Mute her. Mute her. At least mute her.
I got you. Go ahead, Molly.
Okay. When you work for a fucking bank.
Why mute me? Because you're lying.
Because you're not letting me talk.
You're not muted, Michelle. I just let her speak. Go ahead, Molly.
Please fucking mute the fucking
bitch. I put it all the way down. Okay, hold on.
All right. So how it goes is my husband works for a bank. You're not allowed to bring your wives, your spouses, people into banks. So you want to know what my husband does? He doesn't go to the Christmas parties. That's how it goes.
Yeah, I don't know. Every Christmas party is a sausage fest, so he never goes. What would be the point of that unless they had some kind of recreation? Otherwise, wouldn't it just be like every other work day? Huh.
In the ring, you have a 2-carat ring. Hers is 1.5. It's not an argument there. Which is bigger? I mean, that's ridiculous.
Mine.
I mean, of course.
And that's a square. That's a square. And if it was real, I would say it's absolutely beautiful. It's fake. I will say it's absolutely beautiful. But why are you even wearing it if you're divorced?
Yeah, that's a good point.
And I want to know something else. Why didn't you hawk it?
Michelle, one at a time.
Why didn't you sell it? Huh? I mean, it means nothing.
It's going to my daughter.
It's going to your daughter. Okay. The daughter who hates you? The daughter who hates you?
She doesn't hate me, Molly. You don't know anything.
Oh, no, I heard she totally hates you. And you have no respect for her? You have so little respect for her that when you go out looking, you use her fucking name?
Look, there's YouTube.
You disgrace your own daughter that when you sell yourself, you use your fucking name? What kind of mother are you? You're the worst mother on the planet. Look at your face right now. You're the worst mother.
Hey, Kate, how you doing, Kate?
You're the worst
mother. How you doing? Las Vegas, Kate?
Yeah,
Kate. Las Vegas,
absolutely. You know one when you see one.
I didn't have to sit at a table and fake like I wanted to join to get men to hit on me. Kate.
To shame sex workers,
Kate.
Oh,
you know about Kate?
Oh, I know everything. Oh, I know everything. So do you know one when you see one?
What's up, Kate?
Do you know one when you see one?
Kate, how you doing, Kate?
Answer my question.
How tall are you? 5'10"? Or wait, 5 foot, 200. Molly, you know what? If you ever lost your YouTube channel, I've got a new career for you.
I'm not going to lose my YouTube channel. You're the loser here.
I've got a new career for you.
You're the loser here. Look at your face in your hair right now.
I've got a new career.
Look at your life right now.
Wait, listen.
How about you get your shit together and then tell me about myself?
I've got another career for you.
No, you don't have nothing.
Molly,
for me. You have nothing.
If you ever lost your YouTube channel,
drop her. No one wants her. Get rid of her. Get rid of her. Get rid of the garbage. Let the garbage out.
I'm
not coming back on your channel.
Molly, hold on, Michelle. I said her backstage. She's out of here. She's not being reasonable anyway. She's
an asshole. She's pissing everybody off in the chat.
Yeah. Well, you said you wanted to talk to her, so I wasn't trying to ambush
you. Want to know something?
Yeah.
She gets her life together, then she can tell other people about theirs.
True.
She wants to sit up there and go like this and say, "Hey, I got a Tiffany cut, a 1.5." Who's ever walked into a Tiffany and seen anything that looks like that? She doesn't know the price. I thought she was insurance. Anybody know what Tiffany diamonds cost? And the one thing about Tiffany diamonds is simplicity. Did that look simple to you?
No, it was pretty expensive.
Everyone in the chat was looking at it saying, that's not Tiffany. Tiffany is insanely inspired.
Oh my God. So she's talking about some character that you played on a TV show? Is that what
Absolutely. Yes.
Oh my gosh. Sorry.
Absolutely. And I'm proud that I did it.
I actually had no idea. I have one pair of Tiffany's earrings, like little stud balls, and then a headpiece I got as a bridesmaid.
You want to know something? I have a whole new respect for those girls that are fucking escorts. Because you want to know something? Sluts give it away for free.
Yeah, it's not an easy lifestyle being a woman who's a sex worker, I would imagine anyway.
No, it wasn't that. It just made a lot of sense when the woman said, think about all these girls that do these one-night stands and the guys never talk to them ever again. I said, what? And she goes, think about it. You're having consensual sex and you're getting something out of it. I thought about it. I was like, what? And you want
It's like the biggest tagline pimps give sex workers to like talk them into doing it. And the sex workers I've known wanted the hell out, but had done it so long they couldn't find other occupations because they didn't have a resume, and they were so addicted to making the money they made doing that going and making like a general wage wasn't enough to them. It's actually a pretty sad and depressing cycle. In this segment, Molly goes on to explain her reasoning for doing the part Kate and a little backstory on that. In case you didn't know, Molly went and she did a show years ago on Lifetime that was called like The Secret Life, and it portrayed her as an escort by night, housewife by day. You can watch it on YouTube or Amazon Prime, but I think I believe her what she says regarding it.
something when I did the 80 questions, and I really wanted to answer some more about that. I told Mallory, and somebody asked me how I got started in that production.
Right.
How I was trying to convince the producers. I started going out with through the audition process of that show, which they were looking for. I started to go out with these girls that were atmosphere models, and they were telling me that this is what they did. They would meet these guys that they worked for an agency as atmosphere models, and what they were girls that would go into restaurants and they would be comped dinners, and they would work in like 8. Imagine 8 hot girls, and they go to a restaurant, they sit at a table, and they get free food and champagne, and then they go to a club and they put them at a comped table. They give them the bottle of vodka, and they sit there until that table got sold. Now, I've said a lot of times on my channel, I said I said it last night. I said I would always be the first one to go home. I'd get dressed, and then I'd take my pictures, and I'd be the first one to go home. Well, then when that show came along, I wanted to convince them. Now, I knew that some of those girls were doing some shady stuff on the side, but they never ever said that they were like real escorts. They were saying that they were atmosphere models, and that they would gamble with these guys, and they looked like mafia guys. They looked like, because they were all in suits. But what they were doing was, and they wanted these girls to hang out with them. But she was like, we literally gamble with them, and they pay us.
And so, was Michelle think this was like your real life or something?
No, I did a show about it.
Right, but Michelle just almost came off like that was your real life.
I don't care if anybody thinks I was okay. I did the show. Yeah. Listen, I did the show, and this is the thing. I was so into trying to be on TV. I was taking anything that I could possibly get. So I was like telling these producers, yes, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. And then I met the real woman, a real woman who was living a secret life, but she was way too old, and they couldn't use her. And I got to talk to her, and her husband was actually a pilot. And the worst thing about it was I was going with these girls, and I was partying with them, and I was going upstairs to these big rooms with men and the women and these chicks, and they fucking had tons of food upstairs, and they were doing cocaine, and I would do it with them. And sure enough, nobody was hooking up with anybody because they couldn't get it up.
I was gonna say they're all too high.
Yeah, and they were like, you know what? We take care of you guys. And I was like, oh my God, I can't believe this is your fucking life.
That's crazy.
I can't believe this is your life. And I have to say, I was like, and she was like, Marissa, you'll never ever do anything for free again. You'll never want to pay for your own dinner. You'll never walk into a nightclub and pay for your own drinks ever again. You'll never look at anything the same way again.
Do you think
that was right? And I never did. It burns for me to pay for my own dinner now.
That's why I criticize Michelle. I say she got a lot of like that I call it like the prostitute glasses or whatever, because she
did you see her? She came in with the glasses like that. And
somebody told me to ask her.
Seriously?
They're like, if you got this big badass ring, why don't you sell it and get some glasses? Somebody wanted me to ask her that. But no, she was like apparently an escort, whatever, a prostitute, and that would to me stick with them forever. It changes the way she looks at anything. So like,
I think most women have experienced that. Yes. And especially in Las Vegas, it's very common. It's very common for women to be strippers.
I lived in Vegas too. Not 10 years. I lived in Vegas for like a year though.
It's very common.
I was like, oh yeah. I mean,
and I think the worst thing that ever came out of my experience of Vegas was seeing how all those girls were just so beautiful, and me feeling like I needed to look like them. I mean, they all ate at Greens and Proteins. They all worked out. I mean, like I had a rock body when I was living there.
Right.
So I tanned. I went to hot yoga. I went to bar, and then I wore leather fucking pants. I mean, I was wearing shirts up to here. I had these big fucking knockers, and I'm like, I'm fine. I'm looking back on these pictures going, I'm fine. Like the picture of me in the white dress and the green dress, I didn't want to take it that day. I was like, I'm too fat.
Nah, that's crazy.
Trafficked and forced into it. Oh, well, I definitely wasn't trafficked. I don't think anybody tried to leather fucking pants. I know, I couldn't believe it.
That used to be swaggy, huh? That was the style. You should bust them out now. You can't get a pair off of the internet.
It's hard to get them off.
Right.
It's hard to get them
I wore some around Christmas. They make you sweat, and they are so hard to get off.
Have you ever worn leather pants?
No, I've never even. I don't.
Have you ever put on rubber pants? Yeah.
You know what I think would be cool, Molly? Now that I think of it, I want some leather shorts. Like I got these on right here. These are like jean shorts. These would be so fly if they were like leather, like shiny black leather. Like
where are you going? Where are you going in Oklahoma?
I'll be the only one.